To get rid of Bavino is to suggest that the architect of this, Stephen Miller, the executor of this, Donald Trump, are somehow have been hoodwinked by an overly aggressive force that has bungled what is a righteous job. And I just don't think that's the case. They have been given a quota to get rid of people in communities that are part of the fabric of community. Nobody's out in the streets trying to make sure that you can't find the rapists. That's just not true. They're just trying to say, I'm sorry, man. I know this person as a human. They work hard. They're just trying to do what they do. Treat it as a civil matter, not a criminal matter, not a military matter. That's what it feels like to me. But
it's funny because ICE has just cycled through all of these leadership changes, right? I can't remember how many there were, but there were like several where we'll kick out this guy because he's not bringing in enough. Then we'll bring in somebody else and that person's out. And then operations are moved, as you say, to Border Patrol. And now he's out as well. And of course, the Trump administration is distancing itself from it. Like, oh, no, we didn't want to do that. It's like, you're orchestrating this. Obviously, you wanted to do that. So, I mean, we'll see what happens now, but they are, it seems quite desperately cycling through these leadership positions.
And the system right now is incentivized to abuse.
Right. They get these numbers. Yeah.
When you put a quota on human beings and you say, hit these numbers, you've just incentivized to abuse. Radley, I know that probably not, that whole little speech might not have hit you exactly right, but go ahead.
No, I think, look, I think you're exactly right about the system. I also think you're exactly right that this is, on some level, you have a president who's literally called immigrants. It said immigrants poison the blood of the country, right? Who calls people out exercising their rights, domestic terrorists, and then who sends these officers who've been recruited with white nationalist propaganda out into these communities and tells them that they have complete immunity for anything they do. I mean, that's a recipe for violence, right? We should be surprised by what we're seeing. However, I guess the point that I was trying to get at is that I do think that people making themselves heard is working.
Agreed.
It is forcing Trump to backtrack from his defense of Alex
Preddy,
yes. It's forcing them to backtrack from that. And it's also, look at polling. I mean, Trump had a healthy majority. I think it was plus 10 on immigration policy when he took office. I think he's at like minus 15, minus 20 now, right? These aren't sustainable numbers. They're going to continue to do it for as long as they can get away with it. But I think it's encouraging and inspiring the way people are making their voices heard, the way they're doing it, even after they've been explicitly threatened. They're still out there tracking ICE agents. They're still out there recording them on their cell phones. And to me, that is far, I take such heart in that after watching all these, lead institutions crumble in front of Trump.